Hello, 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 hello. Shortly, dignitaries will arrive in the convocation hall. All young graduates, degree awardees are requested to be seated on your respective place. Shortly, dignitaries will arrive in the convocation hall. All are requested to be seated on your respective places. Hello, hello. Dear young graduates and parents, I would like to inform you because of the heavy traffic on Godbandar Road, our guest delayed. Because of that, we are slightly delayed for this session, for this convocation ceremony. Dignitaries will be arriving shortly in the convocation hall. We are shortly beginning the convocation ceremony. Dear young graduates, this can be the most awaited event in your life. But now we are shortly starting the session. No one will stand in the passage because dignitaries are arriving, so please passage empty. Please maintain silence and decorum of the event. We know we are excited, but please have a patience. We are about to start the session. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome our dignitaries for today's convocation session. I request graduates and parents when dignitaries will arrive in the convocation hall, please stand. All our dignitaries for today's convocation ceremony have arrived in the hall. Please give them a big round of applause. Please welcome. I request all dignitaries to be seated in the first row. I request all dignitaries to be seated in first row. Finally, the wait is over and we are beginning the convocation ceremony. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all for today's convocation ceremony. I welcome all dignitaries, all head of the departments, young graduates, respected parents, my fellow colleagues and staff members. Dear students, we know that today's event is most awaited event in your life. It is the event of joy, happiness, excitement, and celebration. There may be a strange amalgam of feelings, feelings of reunion and feelings of depart. But still, I request you all to maintain discipline and decorum throughout the event. Before we start an auspicious ceremony, it is our Indian tradition to invoke the blessings of Almighty. I request our today's chief guest, Mr. Sandeep Kupekar, to proceed for the lamp lighting session. And I request Principal Dr. Kolekar, A.M. Deshpande, and Dr. Samir Nanivadekar to accompany the chief guest for lamp lighting ceremony. I request other dignitaries and all members to take part in lamp lighting ceremony from your place. I request all young graduates and parents to stand for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you so much. Now you can sit. May I now request all distinguished dignitaries to be seated on the dais. All dignitaries, head of the department, and all senior faculties are requested to be seated on the dais. It's my great pleasure to introduce our dignitaries on the dais today. We have with us today Honorable Mr. Sandeep Kupekar, CEO of Data Science Wizard, as the chief guest of today's convocation ceremony. We have with us today on the dais Principal Dr. Uttam Kolekar. On the dais, we have Dean Academics, Professor A.M. Deshpande. On the dais, we have Dr. Samir Nanivadekar, Dean Administration. We have all HODs on the dais and all senior faculty members. I welcome them all, and once again, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Now, I would like to request our principal, Dr. Uttam Kolekar, to welcome and felicitate our today's chief guest, Mr. Sandeep Kupekar. Please have a big round of applause to welcome Mr. Sandeep Kupekar. Very warm welcome to you, sir. And thank you, Principal, sir. Warm welcome to our chief guest. Thank you. I extend very warm welcome to our beloved young graduates, respected parents, my colleagues and staff members. I would like to now invite our principal, sir, to address the young graduates who are eagerly waiting for this event.
Good evening, one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Sandeep Kupekar, Professor A.M. Deshpande, Dean Academics, Dr. Samir, Dean Admin, heads of the department, faculty members, and non-teaching staff members, respected parents, and my dear students. Behalf of Parshnod Charitable Trust and AP Shah Institute of Technology, I welcome you all to the convocation ceremony. At outset, I congratulate all the passing out students. Dear students, on this occasion, I would like to comment that this is the real commencement of life. You are going from theoretical life to your practical life. You are going to face the real challenges. You will get the number of problems in the coming days. So I am confident that you all will face these problems very easily because of support of your guidance of our faculty members, your hard work, and our non-teaching staff members who have supported you in all the ways. Our management is also supporting in all respect for the development of our students. It is possible because of your hard work, smart work, which you have done for the 4 years. Now, my young engineers, in future, this institute needs your support in all respect. Whenever you want to guide our juniors, whenever you are getting some experience in industry, so you are always welcome to our college to guide our junior engineers. Like that is your juniors, like those who are studying in first year, second year, and third year, and final year. So your experience is very important for all of us. And whenever you need help in any respect, for example, some kind of documents, or if you need some doubts are there, you can always come and you can always take the help of our teachers also if you are facing any problem in the future. I feel proud to say that APSIT is having unique culture. The aim of our management as well as our all stakeholders is that our all-round development of our students. The management of our is saying that अगर एक बच्चा अच्छे से ग्रेजुएट होता है, अच्छे से डेवलप होता है, तो फ्यूचर की एक फैमिली डेवलप हो जाती है. That is our aim of our management. That means we have developed, we have given all kind of knowledge. Then also if you face any problem, you can approach to us. Definitely we will support you. Now, As far as the institute achievement is concerned, I always proud to share that recently, you know that Times of India has carried out the survey, and we have bagged the fifth rank in Times of India all over the India as an emerging college. Now, next achievement, as you know, when you were studying at that time, NBA committee was visited. Now, all programs of our college are accredited, which is very much essential, which is very useful for our graduate students. So, whenever you are going for higher studies, that in various universities will give the priority to the accredited institutes. At the same time, when you are going for the jobs, at that time, industries are all considering the NBA accredited institutes. They give the first preference to our students. So this accreditation was very important. So all programs of our college are accredited. Due to that, our institute also got the increase in intake. So current increase in intake of our college is 720. We have got the additional 2 branches, that is computer science engineering, AI, ML. Another branch we have received, got it, that is CSE with the data science. So if you see the intake, earlier intake and this current intake, almost our intake is doubled. So these are the achievements of our institute. As far as placement is concerned, you know that under our Professor Faisal Khan, his total team, he's working very hard. So that's why more than 70 companies are visited to our institute, and more than 450 students are placed in our college, from our college. Now we have received the various awards. I don't want to waste your time because already our program is delayed. So number of awards we have received to our college, and if you see that highest package received by our student is the 25 lakh rupees. Now finally I would like to conclude here that you young graduates are the brand ambassadors. In your success lies our success. Today, you have achieved the milestone in your career, but journey does not end here. Your destination is far away from here, so this is the just beginning of your real life education. Go ahead, make your name and fame. And always remember, to achieve anything, one needs to possess sound body and mind. A disciplined and focused mind can take you to the height of success. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your words of wisdom with us. Today, the young graduates must have a feeling of an accomplishment. This is the moment of celebration. It is a time to celebrate all the hard work that led to this joyful occasion. It is an exciting time today. On this occasion, I will only say that graduation is the conclusion of one chapter and the beginning of another. Here, for young graduates, I would like to quote the lines of Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live life that you have imagined. Congratulations to all young graduates, your parents, friends, and relatives. Now it's your turn to share your experiences with us. So first, I would like to invite from Civil Department, Mr. Siddharth Dhanavade. Please come on the stage and share your feelings.
Good evening, everyone. Today is really a very special day for all of us. The day we all were waiting right from the moment we dreamt of becoming engineers. Seeing all your happy faces, I know all of us might be a bit emotional deep inside. Nostalgic feeling as we sit here for our convocation. I'm really happy to see everyone and all of you. Let us first all appreciate and thank by giving a big round of applause For our trustees, Honorable Shri Chirag Bhai Shah, Mrs. Pooja Shah ma'am, our principal Dr. Uttam Golikar sir, Dean Admin Dr. Samir Naniwadekar sir, and Dean Academics Professor Atul Deshpande sir, our HODs, and our all professors and all college staff for arranging such a beautiful and wonderful convocation ceremony for all of us. Thank you. Thank you not just for convocation, but literally giving the best amenities, education, training, placement, and everything any student can ever expect from its college. Everything we have today, our friends, our degree, our knowledge, our skills, our college memories, everything we owe it to this college. Thank you so much. Thank you to each and every professor who taught us, got strict when needed, and made us what we are today. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to all the college staff for helping us immediately whenever we needed it. Thank you. It is really important to thank because in between of chaos and confusion of offline and online exams, submission, viva, final year project, our college made sure that everything went smooth and no unnecessary stress was caused to us students. Please give a big round of applause. We are really lucky to be engineers from AP Shah. Now, coming back to us students, our journey till here was not easy at all. Who expected that after enjoying our last OJAS and sports in March 2020, the day, Friday, dated 20th March 2020 would be the last day in college as students? Who knew when we all were leaving the college that evening, thinking about practicals and upcoming unit tests and submissions, that we would never be able to set foot in this premise again as students? There would be no lectures, no practicals, no exams, no submissions, no hanging out in canteen with friends, literally nothing. If we would have known that day, that evening, I'm sure everyone must have stayed that night till 12 p.m. Some people call the batch of 2019-20 the COVID batch, which I think is absolutely wrong. We are actually the batch of gemstones. Why gemstones, one might ask? Because gemstones are actually those special stones which seep inside in the earth, crystallizes due to the extreme heat and pressure applied on it in the long duration of time, resulting in beautiful and precious stones. Our journey is like gemstones. Our journey is really like gemstones. Usually every graduating batch are usually welcomed by industries, by placements, training, healthy environment, but our batch was welcomed to the industry by COVID. No other batch before us might have received such a difficult situation right after passing out. We graduated when the whole world was sitting at the homes, people lost their jobs, businesses closed down, and when the whole world was in chaos. Each and every one of you is a gemstone, because we have faced and overcame such a terrible challenge, that too in our first professional year itself. Just like you cannot scare Rohit Sharma with a bouncer, similarly, our life ahead cannot scare us with any challenge, because we have faced the most terrible challenge this life could ever give us, that too in our first year itself. So please give a big round of applause for yourselves and each and every student who have passed in this year. To end my speech, I like to quote Muhammad Ali: "Don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life like a champion." We have already suffered and conquered the sufferings of COVID. Now let's spend off our lives like champions, like gemstones. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Now I would like to invite from Computer Department, Mr. Rohan Dhere.
Good evening, class of 2020. I'm thrilled to welcome each one of you here in person. I never thought I would be giving a speech like this in the convocation ceremony. I would like to thank our department for giving me this opportunity. We are fortunate to have a wonderful class throughout the 4 years of engineering. I'm sure all of us will remember the families of friends we created among ourselves that looked out for each other at every step of the way. During these 4 years, we have participated in many events, spanning from technical fest, cultural fest, and sports. Along with each step, we have always had our faculties behind our backs, supporting us and strengthening our confidence. Starting with our supporting staff, Bhavesh Bhau and Deepak Bhau, who have been helping not just the students, but all the faculties as well. Sports Ojas Exalt were the most exciting events, with Praveen sir and Takmare sir making sure all the events were conducted smoothly. Aluni ma'am was constantly showing their support by bringing positive energy to the field. Being a computer science student, we are always fascinated about technology. Technology has always been our strong suit, with professors like Amol sir, Rahul sir, Archana ma'am, Merlin ma'am, Sophia ma'am, Jaya ma'am, constantly exposing us to the bleeding edge technology and providing us with world-class certifications from platforms like Google, Nvidia, Oracle, Amazon, and many more. Ramma ma'am and Mayuri ma'am motivating us to write a top-notch articles for our Opcode magazines. Special mention to Nishan Kumta sir, who taught us about business communications and ethics, also preparing us for the industry. And our very own head of the department, Sachin Malve sir, for being at the forefront of this team and guiding us to be a better, not as a programmer, but also as a human. Thank you to all faculties and the entire department for all the amazing opportunities that were provided to us. I would also like to thank Faisal sir and Brinal ma'am and the entire TPO team for providing us wonderful placement opportunities. I would like to thank our student counselor, Darshana ma'am, for constantly helping students with their problems. When I think about our organization, the first thing that strikes me is the rapid pace with which we are growing and upholding the excellent quality of education and other activities. Getting NBA accreditation for all the department was not an easy task, but we have achieved it. I would like to take this opportunity and thank you, our principal, Dr. Uttam Kollekar sir, Dean Academics Professor Atul Deshpande sir, and Dean Administration Dr. Samir Naniwarekar sir. On this special occasion, I encourage you all to turn around and acknowledge your parents for most certainly leading you through many challenges and helping you to get where you are today. Cheers to that. We are grateful to every person who has contributed shaping our future. Thank you everyone and have a nice evening. I would like to just say one thing, that if you believe in yourself, everyone else will believe in you. So cheers. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. Now I invite Archana Gajula from the EXTC department.
Hello. Good evening. I think my watch stopped working as soon as I entered the institute. Good evening, respected dignitaries, faculties, parents, and all my batchmates. I, Archana Gajula from EXTC department, would like to share my experience of being part of this esteemed institute. I would like to begin by congratulating every one of us for completing our Bachelor of Engineering, and my sincere thanks to AP Shah Institute of Management, faculties, and each and every one who have made this convocation ceremony possible for the batch of 2020, which we thought is almost impossible, and gave us the opportunity to celebrate our achievement. I would like to thank my parents for supporting and encouraging me throughout my career and life, no matter what. They supported me and gave me a lot of confidence when I had KTs in my first year. They were so happy when I was the topper in the second year. And in my third and fourth year, they were very pleased that I was doing project-based learning, Cisco networking courses, workshops in the IoT, and many more, not just the academics, which eventually helped me to get placed into a great organization like ThoughtWorks with a fascinating package. I would like to thank the faculty of EXTC department from the bottom of my heart for pushing me to my next level and always supporting me and building that confidence in me. The faculty of Electronics and Telecommunication department is highly supportive, motivating, and knowledgeable. They helped us with everything, be it academics, projects, courses, or in person. At the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, we have well-equipped labs, resources, components for our better learning. The department also has industrial collaboration with significant companies like Texas Instruments, Cisco, Oracle Academies, and many more. Our department is a place where we experience the joy of learning and innovation. It has been a vision of APISIT to stress upon the practical knowledge or the hands-on experience. That's where the PBL comes from, the project-based learning, where we learn the emerging technologies by doing the real projects. The institutes also came up with another tremendous platform, APISIT Skills, where students can learn new technologies and faculties to help them use their learnings to work upon the and build the real applications. Also, another great opportunity. Yes, sure. Yeah. Hello. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Also, the great another opportunity that APISIT Skills provides is for the senior students to mentor the junior students. I was one of the mentor for the first batch of APISIT Skills. That's where I have learned the collaboration, effective communication, active listening, and many more such soft skills. The institute makes sure to provide enough resources and facilities to us that makes us capable of meeting the industry requirements. The vision of our college and its institutional excellence has made us what we are today. Lastly, I would like to talk about OJAS, a sports and cultural fest, the most awaited days of every year, where students as well as faculties can showcase their talent. It uncovers the hidden singers, musicians, actors, and sports persons within that engineer. No matter whether we win or lose, it will definitely fill us with a lot of joy and increase our sportiveness towards the life. Fortunately or unfortunately, OJAS was the last and the most memorable days for the batch of 2020 just before the pandemic hit the world. We did not have the farewell like other batches. We did not have the hashtag last one-time things like other batches. But today, I am, and we all should be thankful and very happy for the management and helping the APISIT, helping us to reunite on the occasion of convocation, hashtag after a long time. This esteemed institute has been an inspiration for us as we have seen it rise from the scratch to one of the top engineering college in Mumbai. As of today, the torch has been passed on to us, and I am ever too certain that it has been placed in right hands. Remembering Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, who urged us to create a page for ourselves in the history, hope we all do that and keep his name high. I would like to close by thanking the EXTC department for giving me this opportunity to represent my department and share my experience. Once again, thank you all for lending me your ears and for your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Archana. Now I would like to invite Mr. Sameer Dev from IT department.
Hello. A very good evening to one and all present here. Firstly, I would like to congratulate each one of us for finally graduating. Well, 2 years ago, but you already know what I mean. It's an incredible honor to represent the amazing batch of 2020 today. No one could have imagined what a turn our final year would take. I wish we could have spent more time together, but I'm grateful for everything, and I will cherish every moment that we did not miss out on. Like any other batch, even we wanted a convocation, a final chance to be together. But little did we know what the pandemic had in mind for us. That is why seeing everybody here today makes it even more special. It seems just like yesterday that it was my first day in college, and in a blink of 4 years have already passed. I remember the day of my admission. Me and my mother came to the college in heavy rains, heavily drenched. My first thought after seeing the college being, yaar, ye kahan aa gaya main? Little did I know that day that I was going to be entering an amazing place where I was going to be having the best 4 years of my life and meet some of the craziest and stupidest people what I was going to call my friends. We as a whole have witnessed the growth of our college since joining back. Back when I joined, not many people knew about a college. Well, neither did I. But in just a couple of years, it became one of the most emerging institutes in all of India. People have reached out to us wanting to know more about our college and become a part of it, which makes me even prouder to have contributed and be a small part of this incredible journey. The relation between us and our faculties was beyond the four walls of our classroom. From Anaga ma'ams, it's Alati EIT, to Kiran sirs, isn't it? And Neha ma'ams, ये तुम लोग को आज पढ़ना है क्या? We had a great bond with all the faculty members. It never felt that we were just here to study and they were just here to teach us. It was always more like we are here to learn and they are here to guide us and help us out in every step of the way. As Walt Disney once said, all of your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. And it is true, but the path becomes easier when you have the support of the people who are truly and always there for you. So a heartfelt thank you to every faculty member who throughout our journey has tolerated, guided, helped us to reach where we are today. As all of us were divided by departments, but the one thing that kept us united was OJAS. During those days, the college was our second home and every nook and corner had memories written in it. Fun fact about OJAS, me and a few of my friends participated in the group dance in the final year just to bunk a few lectures, but we stole the limelight from all the girls standing on the stage by just working in the background. I'm not going to say any names, but you already know who you are. But in all this chaos, we had ITSA, or the IT Student Association. And being a part of ITSA, specifically the president, in case some of you have forgotten about it, and the best one that you've already had, I would like to say that it was the first time I was actually feeling like contributing back to something to the college. Goodbyes are always difficult. So maybe it's a good thing we never had a goodbye. Maybe that's why so many of us are still connected and be with each other every single day. These 4 years have been an integral part of our lives, and we would definitely cherish them forever. But before I conclude, I would like to thank each and every one involved in organizing this event. Thank you so much for having us here and making this event possible. It was the dream of my parents to see me become an engineer, as I'm sure it would have been the dream of every other parent sitting over here to see their child become an engineer. So I would like to thank my parents and every parent sitting over here today who has constantly supported every one of their children for them to reach here today. So thank you so much for that. From hundreds of KTs, millions of assignments, thousands of examinations, externals, seminars, to last-minute studying, playing football and playing bomb squad, traveling in crowded trains and buses, stressing out, crying, being in traffic all day, clicking a million photos at every event, being new and roaming the hallways alone in the first year of the semester, to always being with your gang no matter what you do. It's been a long journey and we have been through it all. I wish everyone all the very best for the future. Here's to the batch of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Samir Dev, for your studious speech. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Manoj Arya from the Mechanical Department.
Thank you. Okay, so good evening everyone present here, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on our Convocation Day. On behalf of my Mechanical Engineering class of 2020, the speech won't be as long as our Mechanical Engineering syllabus is. So yeah. We came here in 2016, graduated in 2020, and convocation in 2022. Among all the odd things that happened in last 2 years, we were still very even throughout and positive that our convocation, and here is the result. It is happening. So engineers just find mathematics everywhere. Just you saw that I found even and odd if you didn't observe it. I'll tell you some more maths. 4 years, 8 semesters, 48 subjects, 24 vivas, 16 unit tests, 48 end sem exams, 160 assignments, 102 practicals, I have counted it. around 800 days of college, uncountable number of lectures, and yet the engineers love only 2 numbers. कैसे भी 75% attendance cross हो जाए और 32 marks cross हो जाए. Manoj, who I am, who came in 2016, may not have been able to speak in front of so many people. But this is what the institute has given me. The institute has given me, and many more changes this institute has given me. One of them being example, I had a attendance of 100% in first semester and 4% in last semester. And few things which didn't change was my roll number. It was always 1. I am privileged to be part of this institute because in no other institutes would I have had the opportunity to know my imperfections, and in no other institute would I have had the opportunity to change them. So thank you, APSIT, for making us who we are. One unique thing, let's come back to mechanical engineering. One unique thing about mechanical engineering is the unity we have. Although we were 120 different individuals in strength, but we were always one. If someone says that Chand pe daag hai, to Chand pe daag hai. We showed our unity when almost everyone got 10-pointer in our last semester. Woo! And another rare thing about mechanical engineering is, I would like to tell in a form of a शायरी. जनरल कंपार्टमेंट में खिड़की और मैकेनिकल डिपार्टमेंट में लड़की किस्मत वालों को ही मिलती है. और हमारी इतनी किस्मत अच्छी नहीं भी थी. Let's move ahead. We mechanical engineers outnumbers other department in almost all the events. Be it our sports and cultural fest, OJAS, be it Lakshya, be it Exalt, Antarang, name it, and we were there. We were also there when the institute got its first NBA. We had our own chapters, Mesa, Ishre, SAE, and we started with our very own, who can forget it, Modified Auto Club. And we went on to win a lot of awards. So, and we are not just mechanical engineers, we went into IT departments as well. We went there, participated in hackathons, ideathons, and won it too. We went on to win our sports department trophy in 2019. Cheers to that. And who can forget our dance in 2020, the Angar group. And we are proud that we have done all this under the constraints and permission, following the attendance criteria, with or without proper finances, and obviously copy-pasting countless assignments. I would like to mention 3 Fs in my engineering. The first F goes for faculties. Faculties have been the pillars of our concepts. They have tried their best to give us the best. Faculties have been open to hearing our ideas, treating us like kids someday and mature adults the next day. While hearing to our solution and problems, however naive they may sound, faculties also taught us about our course outcomes, CO, PO in our NBA. So thank you to all the faculties who saw something in us and gave us the chance to blossom under them. I also would like to thank our non-teaching staff who were always there when we needed them in any of the events, we needed any help, they were there. We are going to miss you. Be it Kunte sir saying, Raja beta, Rao sir saying, you buggers. Gadle sir saying, yes please. And the last one is best, Momin sir saying, Arre mera babu shona. And many more. We will miss you a lot. The next F, let's talk about the next F. The next F stands for friends. Friends who taught me to laugh at ourselves. You can laugh at yourself. You know, before the exam, I didn't used to study theory. My friends used to watch YouTube lectures and teach me. So मेरे आधे से ज़्यादा marks उनके हैं. That's how important friends are in engineering life. They know about you more than anyone else. So thanks to all the friends, my seniors from whom I have learned a lot as well. The next F being our very own important family. I'll say this in Hindi because my parents also needed to understand. Because they didn't know what is convocation. My mom still says, "वो जिसमें टोपी उड़ाते हैं ना वो." So I'll say it in Hindi. Thank you, मम्मी पापा, जो भी आप लोगों ने मेरे लिए किया उसके लिए. Not just to you, to all the parents. Graduate होने में जितनी help teachers और दोस्त करते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा help parents करते हैं. और मैं सभी मेरे ही नहीं सभी parents को a lot of thank you. Now you must be wondering what was my logic using behind 3 Fs. I'll tell you. Now I told about these 3 Fs at last because ultimately our faculties became friends and our friends became our family. So thank you lot. We have cleared our level, one level of our life, but we know that the next level will be harder. So all the best to everyone. I know you all will be doing great in life. Just to keep one thing in mind, for what's it worth, it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. And do not think about what will people say, क्योंकि कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. And one of my friends said, never regret and just say सब मस्त है. Thank you. And obviously the slogan goes, मैकेनिकल अंगार है.
All right. I'm thankful to all of our student representatives for sharing their thoughts. Your thoughts are really full of research. Thank you all of you. All the best for your bright future. Now it's a time to listen the words of wisdom from our today's chief guest, Honorable Mr. Sandeepji Kupekar. But before I invite him, I would like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce him. Mr. Sandeep Kupekar is the CEO at Data Science Wizard, a visionary tech startup which offers AI and data analytics solutions and consulting services to help enterprises in data-driven decisions. Before DSW, Mr. Kupekar was the CTO and director board member at Ashnik Technology Solutions, where he built its India business from the ground up and played an instrumental role in its expansion in the Southeast Asia. Mr. Kupekar has more than 25 years industry experience in diverse technical as well as business field. He was at IBM, where he played key role in creating business and technology. He was a group business manager at IBM. He was a deputy general manager at Systems Head and national business manager for Linux. He was also with Red Hat from its primary days in India. I feel really privileged to inform you that he is regional mentor of changes for Atal Innovation Mission by the Niti Aayog, an initiative of the Government of India. I would like to share one more aspect of his versatile personality, which is he is an active volunteer of Isha Foundation, where he avidly helps to create mindshare for holistic well-being, especially among the young students. Last but not the least, Mr. Kupekar has received his bachelor's degree in electronics from Shivaji University. Now I call upon Mr. Sandeep Kupekar to address the students. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
So that is also very, very important. Here one story I said that, in life, just what I remember quickly I will share with you is that there was a young boy. And for this guy, success was all about winning. Very passionate about doing things to win. The goal was, whatever I do, I need to win. And that was the success criteria for that guy. So one day, he decides to prepare himself for, national level running competition. And for that, he starts his preparation, and then his village or town, he says that, okay, I would need 2 challengers for myself. I want to compete and see that how my preparations are going. So people gathered, and they wanted to see how he has prepared for himself. 2 young challenger came, and then the race started. Everybody performed very well, but at the end, that young boy, he finished the cross line, so he won that race. Then he said, okay, any other challengers? Again, 2 young guys came up, and they participated in the race. Again, this guy won. There was a wise old man sitting over there, and everybody was cheering him up. Everybody was clapping, cheering, and he was like, feeling so proud. This guy was sitting silently. Then again he said, any more challengers? Please come forward. This wise old man, he walked up to him and he said, I would like to present 2 challengers to you. And he presented 2 challengers, one a very fragile old lady and one a blind man. Then he said, is this a joke? We are talking about race. How I can perform this competition with these guys? He said, you just run. So he said, okay. And he started running with the full potential, full passion. He crossed the finish line and he looked back. They both were on the start line itself. He looked at the people, audience, and he did like this. Nobody was clapping. Nobody was cheering. Okay, so then he came back again, and this wise man mentioned him that, okay, do this like this. Be in center. Hold the hand of both your challengers, the old lady and the blind man, and now cross the line together. Cross the line, finish line together. Finish line is there, competition is race, cross the line together. So he said, okay, as you say, he hold the hands, and they walked together, and they crossed the line together. And the moment he saw to the audience, everybody was cheering up. Everybody was clapping. Lot of applause over there. So he came back and he asked him, I didn't get this. So this time, for whom they were cheering in 3 of us? So he said that is the success where winning doesn't matter. They were cheering for all of you completing the finish line. So guys, when you step out, it is very, very important that don't measure your success by just winning alone, because that winning has no meaning when you cross the finish line only alone. So that is something you should always think about. And lastly, I would like to emphasize on an importance of well-being. Very important. In 20s, in 30s, in 40s, and I am sure probably by 35s or 40s, you will be at a stage where your profiles or your business might be demanding a lot of energy from you, a lot of time from you, a lot of complexities probably from you. What people say as a complexity, but it's up to you how you look at it. At that point of time, what is important is your health. What is important is your well-being. And when I say well-being, it's not only gym physical health, it's a mental well-being and physical well-being all put together. So I'm 51 complete now, and my profile demands traveling continuously, not in India, outside India. So probably in month, 3-4 days I stay with my family, but rest all keep traveling and keep doing business meetings. So what is very important I realized was that you need to have that kind of energy, which I am also trying to do for myself. You need to have that kind of clarity. You need to have that kind of balance. So it is very important through this early age, I would say that, start focusing on your well-being. So you have to focus on this thing in a way that even if you walk in a hell, you should be well. You don't know what life is going to throw at you. You can't control what is coming in your way. There are too many variables. Only thing what you can control is how you are going to react to it, how you are going to respond to it. This is very, very important. Only the people who can respond well can handle the situation well. So it's not only about knowledge, because if you perform well, if you are in a balanced stage, you will able to bring out your information in a right way, or else you'll not remember what to do in that situation. A simple example, on roads when we see, when two guys are probably arguing or fighting, if one of them, even if physically very well built, but you might have seen that they can't talk. They stammer. Why that happens? And in that situation, a less well-built guy can also defeat him. Why that happens? Because when they get angry, their energy levels are so up that their physical body is not able to handle it. That is what happens in life, in different situations. When you are performing your job, when you are studying, when you are doing any other activity. So focus on this well-being. It is very important, and this is the age. Don't please think that after 60 I will get into yoga, well-being and all those things. This is the age. If you start right now, you guys will be 110% most successful guys. You don't need that kind of intelligence, because that creates an intelligence to bring the right solution at that point of time. So that is what is responsibility. When we say, most of the people look at responsibility word like burden. Oh, yaar, this is my responsibility. Oh, I am responsible for that. But actual meaning of responsibility is not that burden. Actual meaning of responsibility is your ability to respond. That is responsibility. And first you become responsible for yourself. Build that ability to respond in a balanced way. Very important. You guys will be successful. So with this note, I would like to conclude by leaving this thought with you guys. First, I will conclude. First, success is not about winning. Don't get yourself burned by, I have to win. No. Success is about doing the right thing, what is required in that right point of time. Life is a journey, don't make it as a destination. 40 tak kaam karunga, fir aaram karunga. There is nothing work-life balance, in my personal opinion. People say, I need to balance my life and work. I think so, it's absolutely has no meaning, because there is only one life. All this drama is because you are alive. So how I can put work here and life here? Life is life. All this entire drama is because you are alive. So life is life, and everything is part of life. So don't make success as a winning. Second, don't take your health for granted. Anything can happen to anyone, but well-being is very important. Right now, start working on that, and you will see the difference. So health is very important, and that is real wealth, not money. So these two things keep in your mind. Knowledge already you have. Engineers, you are already there. So as an engineer, you are going to engineer the outside world. And as Isha Foundation says with the inner engineering, that as an engineer, please engineer your internal world also. So let's engineer ourselves to handle external situation. All the best, guys. Do well. And I am sure that you guys will be successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you, Sandeep ji, for sharing such a wonderful thoughts with us young graduates. Your thoughts are full of wisdom, and I'm sure that our young graduates will cherish your thoughts throughout their careers. Now we are about to begin the most awaited degree awarding ceremony. Before we begin the formal proceedings, I have few requests to make. First of all, I will request students to maintain silence and decorum throughout all proceedings. We have professional photographers who will take your pictures while degrees will be awarded. So I request friends and relatives not to crowd in front of the stage, which may potentially disrupt the smooth flow of proceedings. One more request to make: only degree awardee candidates will come to the stage. Parents are requested not to accompany the students. In case if student is not present, parents can receive the degree. I repeat, in case if student is not present, parents can receive the degree. Thank you, all of you. Now, may I request Professor Dr. Mugdha to take the charge of mic.
Thank you, Nikam sir. A very good evening to all of you. To confer the degrees, I invite Mr. Sandeep Khuperkar, our chief guest, and the head of Civil Engineering Department, Professor Upendra Mate, to take one side of the dais. I also request our principal sir, Dr. Uttam Kolekar, and Dr. Madhuri Mule to come forward to other side of the dais so that we can begin with conferring the degrees. So you can stand here. Yeah. Mate sir. Let's begin with the ceremony. Ambedkar Soham, Anchan Nidhi. Avtade Abhijit. Badhe Sarvesh. Barade Rahul. Avsar Darshan. Koil Deshwa, Bogade Shubham. Chachade Ritesh. Chauhan Nimesh. Chikade Shraddha. Talvi Miran. Talvi Miran. देशमुखे ओमकार. धनावडे सागर. धनावडे सिद्धार्थ. एखांडे आकाश. गरज प्रीत. घोड़ेकर ऋतुज. गोरे श्याम सुंदर. हलवादिया दीप. जयसवार सचिन. Kadam Akash, Kamle Rocky, Kevat Ravi, Kharat Akash, Kismatrao Prasad, Kule Isha, Konde Shubham, Kulkarni Vedant, Kuthe Mansi, Mali Siddhesh, Mane Shubham, Mane Ganesh, Mane Aditya, Maran Manish, Mayekar Nilraj, Matre Sanket, Mistri Viral, Mohanty Biswajit, Munde Ankita, Nair Vignesh, Nikam Abhijit, Pandit Kushal, Patel Hiren, Patil Rishikesh, Patil Kunal, Patil Alankar, Patil Rishabh, Bhavna, Pol Omkar, Prabhu Saili, Raute Ganesh, Saparia Payal, Saroj Shubham, Saukar Pratik, Savant Vikrant, Shah Akshat, Shah Reed, Shah Akshay, Shelty Rakesh, Shende Vaibhav, Shinde Rohan, Shirsat Vikas, Sugandhi Mayuresh, Tambe Samidha, Tawate Akshata, Trivedi Mayank, Udani Harshil, Upadhyay Aniket, Waghela Ketan Kumar, Wankhede Aniket, Yashwantrao Saurabh, thank you, sir. So with this, we conclude the conferring degrees to civil engineering students. I request our dignitaries to please be seated. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Professor Ramya from the Department of Computer Engineering to continue with the degree ceremony.
Civil department graduates will take their respective seats. All civil engineering graduates will take their respective seats. Civil engineering graduates who have just taken the degrees are requested to take your seats.
Thank you, Professor Mugdha. Now we begin with the Computer Engineering Department. I'd like to request our Dean Academics, Professor Atul Deshpande, and Head of the Department Computer Engineering, Professor Sachin Malve, to please come forward on one side of the dais, and Dean Administration, Dr. Samir Nanivadekar and Dr. Praveen Adivarekar on the other side of the dais to confer the degrees. Mukesh Singh Ketan Wadekar. Preet Gandhi Rohan Dere. Samir Mahajan Kiran Kedar. Nikita Balekar Suraj Shetty. Samruddhi Kulkarni Gauresh Kochre. Akshay Udeg Aditya Joshi. Arpita Hirlekar Aditya Sable. Rajat Bopalkar Ketan Muddalkar. Mugdha Asgekar Saili Angne. Pradeep Kalamkar Falguni Taylor. Tarakeshwar Sahani Pankit Kimasia. Shubham Pawar Ashwin Shenolikar. Saili Kam कांबले आकाश सिंह. अथर्व वैद्य विशाल जैन. आशीष कोतारी निधि मुनावली. अपूर्वा वाइंगनकर जाहिद खान. ऐश्वर्या मुचंडी राज सुर्वे. आदेश तोसानी नील ध्रुवा. हिमांशु मल्होत्रा रुद्रेश लागवंकर. Thank you, dignitaries, for conferring the degrees. Now, I would request Professor Sonia Anish to proceed with the EXTC department.
Thank you, Ramya ma'am. A very good evening to one and all present here. To continue with the EXTC department, I would like to request Dr. Sangram Savargave to join with the Head of Electronics and Telecommunication Department, Professor Atul Deshpande, on one side of the dais, and Dr. Mamta Kurve and Dr. Shiv Shankar Kore on the other side of the dais to confer the degrees. Saurabh Pandey, Aditya Pandey. Nilesh Parmar, Prakruti Patil. Wagmare, Vivek Singh. Dhananjay Yadav, Shweta Parab. Abhit Kotian, Anushka Matre. Tejal Pednekar, Manas Donde. Ashwini Munge, Archana Gajula. Ishita Katware, Shubham Prasad. Pallavi Fadtare. Srinidhi Prabhu, Sumit Tiwari. Hardik Godhania. Shubham Kang. Ankita Lad. Devendra Garud. Satish Thakre. Mihir Thakkar. Dipen Boyer. Harmin Patil. Viral Naina. Malvika AR. Dhaval Kateria. And Salman Qureshi. Thank you, dignitaries, for conferring the degrees. Now, I would like to request Professor Sonal Jain to proceed with the IT department.
Hello. Thank you, Sonia ma'am. Now, I would like to request our beloved principal, Dr. Kolekar sir, along with Professor Anga Aher ma'am, to come forward on one side of the dais, and HOD of IT department, Professor Kiran Deshpande sir, and Professor Faisal Khan to come on another side of the dais to confer the degrees. Utkarsh Nayak, Saurabh Sharma. Raki Nirmit Dangli. Riya Sangal Sudama Jaiswal. Yogendra Kokamkar Mansi Gadge. Saili Patne Aditi Shinde. Chinmay Kubal Viraj Ghag. Kunal Kale Jyoti Tiwari. Sameer Dev Ankita Deshmukh. Anuja Dhumale Nilesh Yadav. Surbhi Sarolia Greshma Sapra. Riya Pezawar Harsh Bhanusali. Viranchi Patil Chaitanya Besani. Karthikeyan Akash Nair. Varsha Naik Praveen Jaiswal. Devashish Chaudhary Udbendra Mehti. Dilesh Tanna Mihir Deorukhar. Mansi Dudane. चिंतन सूचक अली मुस्तफ़ा शेख. शंकर पेडनेकर सचिन गुप्ता. गायत्री गोटपुरे विशाल शाह. प्रथमेश खंदारे ऋषभ अग्रवाल. हिरल थडेश्वर सर्वेश सावंत. विनीत शाह धनंजय यादव. सायली वागल रोहित अरावा. शहबाज शेख. I would like to thank all the dignitaries. Now I would request Professor Shushruth Patinkar sir to proceed for mechanical department. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonal ma'am. Request Dr. Sangram Savargave sir and Professor Dilip Kunte sir to please come forward on one side of a dais, and Dr. Samir Nanivdekar sir and Professor Rajesh Behra sir on other side of a dais to confer the degrees. I will start with the student's name. Thane Mamunkar Sumit Vora. शिवम गोंधळेकर अथर्व गडिंगलचकर. पाठक, सिद्धेश गधावले, ओमकार भोसले, अथर्व गद्रे, प्रथमेश रांजे, अंकित मांजरेकर, स्नेहा यादव, मिथिलेश वेखंडे, तन्मय किणी, आदेश सत्पाय, चैतन्य गाडगे, प्रतीक भावसार, कुणाल कदम, गौरव सहानी, अंकित वीरा, रोहन खांडके, दीप नागदा, सुयश गांधी, अमित नाईक, अनिकेत कदम विनायक रच्छा, आकाश प्रभू, निखिल गायकवाड, राहुल हकवणे, शुभम पालांडे, मयूर काले, हर्ष पारिक, अनिकेत बानवलकर, तेजस सोनार, साई प्रसाद कमतम, मीत शाह, अमित यादव, मनोज आर्या, श्रेयान जाधव, ओमकार फडतरे, विश्वनाथ वर्मा, प्रसन्न सुराना, कमलेश खोले, राहुल शिंदे, प्रणव रेगे, शिवकुमार गायकवाड, Please clear the middle passage. Harshal Nikam, Lalit Kumar Chaudhary. तुषार थोरात, प्रणय गेडेकर. दिवम पांचाल, संदीप पांचाल. मौलिक सोनी ओमकार निंबाळकर. आकाश कणसे, मंथन चव्हाण. हरदेव लोंगिया, केविन संगवय. Thank you all the dignitaries for conferring the degrees.
Now I officially announce here that the degree awarding ceremony of batch 2020 is concluded here. I request all the dignitaries, parents, degree awardees, faculties and staff members are requested to enjoy the dinner in the same hall. One more announcement for convocation committee members and volunteers to report at this stage for the group photo. All committee members are requested to report at this stage for group photo. One more announcement here. One of our young graduate has lost her bag. So please, if you found it, submit it to the stage. One gray color bag has lost. The bag has HP brand. If found, please submit it to me.
की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी किरने हैं सांसों में बातों में रोशनी सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी किरने हैं सांसों में बातों में रोशनी जो की बदली दिल की ताल है आहा आया